Hey guys, it's me, Uraraka, and today I'm coming back at you with What If Deku was an Earthbender, Part 2, so let's get right into it. So Deku is now completely done with his training before the UA entrance exams, and so when Deku is walking up towards the gates, he trips. And because he's so in tune with the earth now, it wouldn't really faze him if he just fell on the ground and got a few scrapes. But then he starts floating, and he looks around to see why, and then he sees that this girl was just touching him. And she says, "Sorry, I didn't ask before I used my quirk on you." And Deku said, "Oh, it's fine. And you didn't have to do that for me. My quirk allows me to control the earth, so I'm kind of used to falling on the ground now." And she says, "Oh, that's a really powerful quirk. I hope you do well in the UA entrance exams." So that girl was Uraraka, if you guys couldn't tell. And so the two part ways, and they go through the gates so that they can take the exam. So when they get in there, President Mike brings them to an auditorium type room, and they listen to the rules about the practical exam. They had already taken the written exam, and Deku did pretty much the same as he did in the anime and manga. He did a little bit better because he has a quirk, and he didn't really have to do as much training to master it because he had it for his whole life, but he got about the same score. So Deku sits down right next to Bakugo, and they listen to the rules. So President Mike explains to them the point system, how there's one 0-point robot that they should probably avoid, and then he sends everyone out so they can actually go take that practical exam. So President Mike announces that he just counts down for them. 3, 2, 1, go. And Deku creates 2 pillars of earth and launches himself into the air. So by doing this, he looks around to see where all the robots are. And then he generates another pillar of earth to catch him and bring him down gently. So then Deku starts smashing the robots by getting these giant boulders of concrete and just throwing them right at robots, smashing them. And then he starts using more unorthodox ways by pulling robots towards him by just trapping them inside of the earth and then folding the earth over itself and pulling them towards robots and smashing them that way. And so Deku has a pretty high score now. Then Deku decides to use his seismic sense. So he slams his foot on the ground, and then now he can sense where all the robots are around him. He can see everyone running. He can see all the robots. So then Deku, what he does is he stomps the earth again, but this time giant boulders form right above all the robots that he saw. So he bends all these up, and then he slams them down right on top of those robots. So now no one really has any robots to destroy. Well, there's still a few left because he didn't get all of them, but now it's a lot harder to find them. And Deku's the only one that's taking the exams that can see them. And this angers Bakugo. He knows that Deku is doing this because he can just tell because they've been with each other for their entire lives. So Bakugo can tell when Deku's using his quirk. So he got really angry that Deku did this, but he knew that he had a pretty high score, so he thought that he still had more points than Deku did. So then when Deku was going to round up the last couple of robots, he heard screams. He turned around, and he saw that everyone was running away from this main street type of thing. So Deku saw what it was, and he saw that there was a giant robot coming right towards them. And then Deku powered up, and he was about to go smash it when he saw that there was a girl stuck under the rubble. So Deku rushed over, earthbent those giant boulders off of her, and he brought her to safety, and then he started going on to destroy that robot. So Deku charged up his earthbending, and he started destroying the building that was right next to it. So Deku took a strong horse stance, and he, with all of his might, started bending that building. He started forming cracks in the concrete, and then those cracks got bigger and bigger and bigger. And so eventually Deku was able to literally drop this building on the robot. And everyone was just amazed at Deku's display of power. He literally not cracked the building and then pushed it over onto this onto this robot, knocking it over and smashing it. And so Deku's really satisfied with his display of power. And so he went home and waited a few weeks to see if he got accepted into UA. Okay guys, before I go any further, I need you guys to go and join my Discord server that I've linked in the description below. So guys, please go and join my Discord server. Also, before I go on with this, I know that there's going to be a few of you guys who are going to ask about lava bending and metal bending. Please just go watch the trailer. Please just stop commenting, what about lava bending, or what about lightning bending, or what about metal bending? Just go watch the trailer. It tells you everything that's going to happen in the what if. So if you see it in the trailer, that means he's going to learn it. So now you guys don't have to ask anymore, because I know there's going to be a few of you guys who are going to type in the comments down below, what about the sub-elements? Just go watch the trailers. They tell you everything you need to know. Okay, so now we can get on with it. So when Deku got home from taking those practical exams, he went straight to his room, and then he waited a few weeks, and finally, after all that waiting, his letter came in. So his mother burst into his room and handed him this letter, and Deku opened it, and it was a personal letter from All Might. And All Might told Deku that he passed the UA entrance exams, but he did it with flying colors. Deku couldn't believe this, and he asked how many points he got. So All Might told him that he had gotten 100 points flat, and then he got 60 rescue points, bringing up his total to 160 points. And that was the highest score that they've had in a very, very long time. And then All Might tells Deku that his friend Bakugo wasn't too far behind him with 120 points. So Deku was kind of impressed that both he and Bakugo were able to take down so many robots and get so many points. So then Deku gears up for his first day at UA, because he knows that this is going to be an eventful day tomorrow. The next day when Deku got into UA, he was walking down the halls trying to find Class 1A. And he finally found it. And when he walked in, he saw Bakugo and Ida arguing because Bakugo had his feet up on the desk. And Ida was telling him not to because that was being disrespectful to the school. And when he got in, everyone had their eyes on Deku. He had just literally dropped a building on a robot. And everyone was just looking at him because no one had ever seen a kid do something that powerful. So everyone was just looking at Deku, and he kind of asked for everyone to stop doing that because he was kind of nervous. So Deku walked in and he said hi to Bakugo. And then Ida walked up to him and said, "Hi, my name is Tenya Ida, nice to meet you." And Deku introduced himself and he said that he was Izuku Midoriya. And so they started talking. And then Aizawa walked in. And when he walked in, he told everyone to put on their UA uniforms because they're going to be taking a quirk assessment test. And everyone started complaining because they said that they had already proved themselves in the practical exam, but Aizawa told them that he wanted to give them a test for himself just to see how powerful they were. Aizawa brings everyone down to the exam area and he starts the test. So first up is the 50-meter dash, and Ida still gets first place because his quirk is literally super speed, or well, not literally super speed, has engines, but basically, he still gets first with 3.04 seconds. And then Bakugo gets second place with 3.14 seconds. And everyone else's scores go exactly the same except for Deku's. So when Deku starts running, he starts using waves of earth to push him forward. And this boosts his speed up to 4 seconds flat. So he gets third place in this overall. Next up is the side-to-side lunges. No, not side-to-side lunges. It's the grip strength test. Everyone gets literally the exact same scores. Deku still gets 54 kilograms, like in the anime. So next up is the side-to-side lunges. Bakugo gets first place by using his explosions to blast him back and forth. Well, no, he gets second place. Minato gets first. Sorry, guys. And then Deku gets third place by using the earth to push him side to side. Next up is the long jump. And everyone gets the exact same score in this except for Deku. He knows that this is his real time to shine. So what Deku does is he uses his earthbending, and he uses a pillar of earth to push him forward while he jumps. And Deku flies through the air a lot faster than he thought he could, and he zoomed through the air, and he ended up getting 45 feet. Now that broke the record. Well, he didn't break the record. He broke the record for first years. And everyone was amazed that Deku was able to get 45 feet, but it made sense because he used the earth to push him. Last thing up is the ball throw. This is the one that everyone was anticipating. So everyone gets the exact same scores. Bakugo still gets 705 meters. And then it's Deku's turn. So what he does is he covers the ball in earth, and then he throws it. While it's flying through the air, Deku activates his earth bending, and he pushes it through the air to give it more thrust. So Deku keeps pushing it, and it ends up getting 706 meters, one meter above Bakugo. Now this completely pisses Bakugo off. He gets extremely mad that Deku surpassed him. So Deku ends up getting second place overall with Bakugo in first, Deku in second, and Ida in third. So yeah, everyone goes the same. That's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The next part will be the hero versus villains battle training arc. That one's going to be coming out in a few days. So I hope you guys like this. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want more. And peace out, guys. Have a good day.
Kumite wa owari. Kakashi no kachi da ne.